Lucky discoveries that made people rich. 1. Penicillin. The discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming was a lucky accident that revolutionized medicine. Fleming noticed that a petri dish of Staphylococcus bacteria had been contaminated with a mold and that the mold had killed the bacteria. This led to the development of antibiotics, which have saved countless lives and made pharmaceutical companies very rich. 2. Viagra. Sildenafil, the active ingredient in Viagra, was originally developed to treat high blood pressure and angina. However, during clinical trials, male participants reported an unexpected side effect: improved erections. Pfizer quickly realized the potential of this accidental discovery and launched Viagra in 1998. It has since become one of the most profitable drugs of all time. 3. Gold rush. The discovery of gold in California in 1848, which led to the gold rush, is often attributed to a stroke of luck rather than a deliberate search. The story goes that a carpenter named James W. Marshall discovered gold while working on a sawmill near Coloma, California. Marshall found several small gold nuggets in the tail race of the sawmill. Soon thousands of prospectors from around the world had flocked to California in search of their fortunes. 4. Potato chips. In 1853, Chef George Crumb was working at a restaurant in Saratoga Springs, New York, when a customer complained that his fried potatoes were too thick and soggy. Crumb responded by slicing the potatoes very thin and frying them until they were crispy. The customer loved them, and potato chips were born. Today, the potato chip industry is worth billions of dollars. 5. Oil well. One of the most famous lucky discoveries that made people rich was the discovery of oil. In 1859, Edwin L. Drake drilled the first successful oil well in Titusville, Pennsylvania. This led to the creation of the modern petroleum industry, which has made countless people rich over the years, including John D. Rockefeller, who became the world's first billionaire through his oil business. 6. Post-it notes. In 1968, a 3M scientist named Spencer Silver was trying to develop a strong adhesive but instead created a weak one. While the adhesive was not suitable for its original purpose, it later became the basis for Post-it notes, which have since become an extremely popular product and made 3M a lot of money. 7. Bitcoin. In 2009, an anonymous person or group known as Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, a digital currency that operates on a decentralized peer-to-peer network. The early adopters of Bitcoin, who mined or bought the currency when it was still cheap, became millionaires and even billionaires as its value skyrocketed in the following years. 8. Corn flakes. The Kellogg brothers accidentally created corn flakes in 1894 while attempting to create a healthy breakfast food for patients. At a sanitarium, they accidentally left a pot of boiled wheat on the stove, and when they returned to it the next day, they found that it had become stale and flaky. They decided to toast the flakes and serve them to the patients, and thus corn flakes were born.